Well, let's talk about Red Hat. Red Hat, if anybody know where they got their name? I doubt it. Actually, we do have some. Well, I'll say it for you. Their founder, Mark Ewing, went to Cornell, and he got a red lacrosse hat when he was in college, given to him by his grandfather. And he lost it. And when the manual for the beta version of his product came out, he put in the front of it, "If anybody finds my red hat, call me." And that's how Red Hat got formed. Oracle, Larry Ellison and Bob Oates, were consulting on a project with a Central Intelligence Agency that was called Oracle, that would give answers to just about anything you asked. They took that idea, they built a company, it's called Oracle. Philly, where did that come from? Now, I wasn't here when we actually named the company, so I'm going to bring up our Vice President of Corporate Marketing, Chip Warner. He's going to tell you an interesting story. It might have some racy connotations to it in terms of how we got our name. Chip?
Yeah, we often get asked the pillar name. Where did that come from? Well, 8 years ago, I actually interviewed with a different company. Anybody know what that company, what we were originally called? Digital Appliance. Now, first day on the job, my then boss said, "We've decided to change the company name." And I said, "Great." Digital Appliance sounds an awful lot like network appliance, of course. And at the time, we had a very intuitive URL, dig-app.com. Notice the 2 G's, pretty interesting. So we said, okay, let's change the company name. I'll get started. Again, first day on the job. For a marketing guy, that's an exciting opportunity. So no, we've already hired a world-class agency, J. Walter Thompson, and we've come up with a new name. And that name is... Now, wait a second. You're laughing. That's not the way to launch a company, right? Why are you laughing? I laugh too, right? It's a little goofy. Makes you think of what?
Jeff Chandler. Anybody know Jeff Chandler? One of the actors that had a little bit of what would it be called? Jeff Chandler. You know, he dressed a little differently.
Yeah. Well, in fact, Mike 3 days later walked in the office and he's shaking his head, and he said, "I had the strangest call last night from Larry." I said, "Yeah, what?" It has to do with product, funding, something. He goes, "The name. He doesn't like it." I said, "Oh, well, okay, it is kind of goofy." He said, "You sound like a bunch of cross-dressers." Trans-fabrics. And I started laughing. He goes, "That's not funny." I said, "Well, it most certainly is. My friends are goofing on it as well." Same thing. And so we said, listen, we don't want to launch a company that has that kind of a reference and get the collective laugh from the audience. So we said, let's commission a little study. We did. Turns out, number 1 association was with cross-dressing. Number 2, textiles. Number 3, transportation. Not a single person mentioned storage. And that very same day, I told Mike, our friends are goofing on me. I said, in fact, I'm supposed to present to you tomorrow afternoon, and I've worked up a couple of taglines. Cross-dressing subject. And my favorite, of course, mass, sand, right? Either way. So we took that, your giggles, right? Again, industry-wide, we decided to go back and we reached out to the employees and we said, "Do you have better suggestions?" We came up with a short list of 5 names. Killer was on them. We went out again and commissioned a study among people like you, prospective customers and analysts in the industry, and overwhelmingly, they chose